One of the ones that was the variant that was rare was Wolverine, which was nuts. Why would you make Wolverine the variant that only has a few per box of shipment? Because Wolverine is one of the most popular characters in the X-Men universe. So the Wolverine figure was very rare at the time, okay? And I remember I went to a comic book store one day with my parents, and the Wolverine figure was there, and it was expensive. It was like maybe, I think, 20, 25 bucks, when really the other figures only cost like 7, 8 bucks, so this one was worth 3 to 4 times more than a normal figure because of its rarity. And I turned to my mother and father, and I said, guys, listen, I want that action figure for my birthday. So, please, what I would ask you, I've never asked you to do this before. We know how rare that figure is. We know we've been to stores endlessly and we've never seen it in the flesh. It's finally here in front of our faces. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Alright, well, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I think I said it all. Okay. Let's get everything back to where it's supposed to be. There we go. Good there. Okay. All right, let's get the lights on, and we'll chill for just a few more minutes before I get out of here. Okay. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Stop. Stay away. Where is he? What is going on? He's in the upside down. Only it's right side up. Only want... Only want stay here. You stay away. Stay away. Oh, Shadow King says her mom is a former Kalos champion. Oh, okay. Stay away, stay away, stay away. The next day. Okay. Ooh. Actually pretty hot tonight. I don't know why. It's just like stuffy in here tonight. I don't even have the window open, but it just feels stuffy in here tonight. Yeah, no, I get the feeling. I get the feeling people don't want this game anymore, but it's like, then what do you do? I'm not going back to Truck Sim. I don't like it. I'm bored with Truck Sim. I don't want to play it again. We tried something different in place of Truck Sim that's a similar style. People don't want that. Okay, fine. So then what do you want? Right? Like, again, I'm open to playing stuff that people want, but I need to know what people want. You guys demanded RimWorld all year. I'm giving you RimWorld. We're going to play RimWorld on Wednesday night and see how it goes. If it goes well, I'll probably play more RimWorld. All right, so I am listening to feedback, but it's like, I feel like we had games in the rotation that were working, and they're not. Like, you know, Mega Bonk was working well, and then all of a sudden last night,
people don't show up and people are bored with it all of a sudden, well, what can I do? Right? I can't make the game work if people are bored with it. Same thing here. This was working. We were doing well with Power Wash Sim for weeks there, and now all of a sudden it's not working again. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just going to start taking people out who are just being trolls on Kick Chat because you're just so distracting. Like, I can't even pay attention to people who are trying to be intelligent because you keep tagging me and saying dumb shit, so don't come back. Seriously, you're so annoying. Just stop with the bullshit. All you got to do is shut up for 5 minutes so I can talk to people who actually want to help, but you just don't get that. Like, you don't get the fucking message. You're just so stupid. You can't shut up for 10 minutes. Okay. Jade, you taking off? All right, have a good night, Jade. Jade, I'm sorry we didn't talk that much. I don't know what happened. You weren't really talking to me tonight. I totally would have chatted tonight, but I didn't see you saying much. Yeah, but Spedgy, the games you're mentioning, like Marvel Cosmic Invaders, I don't really feel like it was ever viral, right? Was it? It came out and people played it because it was on Game Pass, but like it was like a day, and then no one really talked about it again because to beat 'em up. This Terminator game, like I guess some people played it, but apparently it's $30 for like 2 hours. Like I don't even know if I could make a stream out of it if it's really that short. I don't really know what I could possibly do with the game. Like I like classic Terminator, don't get me wrong, but is that really the kind of game that people would want? I mean, that's one stream, right? That's literally one stream. QQ on Kick says, why don't I do Expedition 33 at night? You can have chill talking and it's actiony enough of a game to keep people's attention. I feel like well, there's two reasons. Number one, if Expedition 33 isn't working on a day stream, it's really hard to make it work at night. Okay, to be honest. I tried it earlier this year on both streams and it didn't work. But the problem is with Expedition 33, there's so much content, right? There's so much content. Okay, so there's more over here, right? Let's keep going. Yeah, look, what is this? What the hell? Huh? That's a spot to chase one of the dudes. Where? What? Where would we chase it from? Huh? Through the sky. There's no guy to chase here. Is there? Well, there's more over here. Flashing through the sky. I'm confused. What are we supposed to chase there? Still left in the game in Act 3. If I'm not doing 3 to 4 hour streams of it, I'll never get through it. I need to be doing major streams of that game or else the progress is just so negligible, you'll never finish it. You see? Kind of a problem. Metal Slug Anthology is fun, but it's only fun again for one playthrough. Like you just play through the games once and then you're done with it. There's nothing else to do with Metal Slug. Norwood Fort, thanks for $2. You're going to play survival horror Okirinus I can't even say that. I've never heard of it. That's the first I've heard a single person say that name. I don't know what that game is. Play a game I enjoy. We literally just did that. Did it work? No. Did I ever think about getting Starlink? Yeah, 2 years ago. 2 years ago when the Comcast employee decided to start messing with my internet when I was streaming. And then we exposed them. And they got fired. I was like, I don't know if I could really trust Comcast if they're not vetting their employees and they've got these crazy, you know, sociopaths working for them. Sadly, I looked into it and there was just nothing good enough to stream with besides Comcast. Like, literally, I looked at all the speeds and everything. Nothing was fast enough to stream with. Even Starlink in my area just isn't good enough. Now, that was 2 years ago. Maybe things have changed. I don't know. I do know that Comcast themselves have upgraded their internet in my area to be faster speeds. And then I guess they're going to offer it either soon or already are, and they didn't tell me. But I haven't really looked into it because I don't really need better internet. Like, my internet is more than enough to do what I do. Like, have I had a single problem with the speed of my internet or the capacity of my internet? No. So I'm not really looking into doing different internet at this time. I don't know why I would. So playing a game that I enjoy doesn't work. We got to find games that people want to watch and engage and support, not games that I like. Because if I just play games that I like, I would play a lot more JRPGs. I'd play things that don't work. They don't work at all. At BR, I played Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. What are you talking about? I just played it. I played it when it was brand new. I did a full playthrough of it. It was good. It was a good playthrough. See you tomorrow night, Jade. Garce, I don't know what you mean. What co-op would I do with Ethan Ralph? I just talked about this with him last week, that we don't really have crossover. He's not much of a gamer. I don't know what the hell we would play together. If, you know, what game would even work for that? It's tough to not fall into the trap because guys like us, we have people who watch every single thing that we do on the internet and even off the internet 24/7. They're literally stalking us so they can find something that they can farm for clips, for content, for profit.
Yes.
So we have to be careful. Like a month ago, I had this amazing opportunity to have this interview with Asmongold. I went through with it. It went stellar. And I had all these new eyes on me. But now it's like, oh, God, it's different because I have like 10,000 new people who are checking me out a day. They don't know anything about this crap. They don't know about the drama. They don't know about my detractors. It's hard because when you have an audience who know you versus a new audience that doesn't, you have to find that balance where they're going to ask you questions about, well, why don't you do this? Well, it's because of my detractors. Oh, well, they don't want to hear about detractors all day. They just want to enjoy games. They just want to chill. They're like you now, right? You're your new person. They want to be hanging out with you. They don't want to hear about toxic stuff all day. It's tough. It's a tough line to walk. It's been very challenging the last 30 days for me to find that balance. And it hasn't been perfect, but I've done my best, I feel, to try to not be constantly talking about the drama, getting into any kind of a feud, and just kind of doing chill content, you know? And that, again, I've nothing against you at all. Like, if ever there was an opportunity where we could collab on something where it made sense, the door's open. It's just like don't really do the same stuff. So, yeah, watch it for sure. It was a great playthrough, Ed. I played it when it was brand new. It was great. All right, so real talk. We have to start talking about what you guys want and what's going to work. We have to. We have to start talking about this because everything was great before Christmas. All of a sudden, I come back from Christmas, and now we're having slow streams, dead streams, streams where people are saying they don't like it anymore, even though previously people were saying they liked it. Streams that have little to no engagement or support. Like, I don't know what changed. I'm the same guy. I'm putting out the same level of content. You tell me. And the thing is, when I ask questions like that, sadly, I don't get a lot of positive answers. I get a lot of trollish answers that don't help. I get moronic answers, you know? So there's not much that I can really do. I'm just trying to do things you guys want. This morning we had the conversation and people said RimWorld. All right, I immediately bought it. We're going to play RimWorld. Okay? We're doing that Wednesday night. We're giving it a shot. Outside of that, I don't know what else to say. I'm trying my best. I will give you what you ask for. I will play what you want, but I need to know what that is. And now we've had 3 straight streams where people have been apparently disappointed. Last night with Megabong, today both with Tainted Grail and with Power Wash Sim. Okay, great. Well, then what should we do in place of these games? You know? And in truth, this may be a thing that happens all the time now. This may be a case where, because I'm not committing to long-term playthroughs of games much anymore, unless it's like a really high-profile game that everyone's liking or I'm liking, there's no, like, there was never a commitment that I had to beat Power Wash Sim 2. That's just a game meant to be chill late-night content. That was to be dropped whenever. Tainted Grail, I didn't even know if I was going to play. I like it, but it seems like it's not really working well. I want to give it another shot. I don't know if it's going to work. All right, so that's that. There was also the treasure that was over here from the other side. You needed to open the door, remember? Well, how would I get to that, I wonder? Oh, grab some of this. Crafting items for cooking. Yeah, how do I get to the other side of that gate? There must be a way to get around or over. You're kidding, I can't go here now? What the? There we go. Aha, I found it. Nice. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I can really do about this stuff. Maybe this is just a symptom of content creation is changing. You know, people who commit to long-term playthroughs just don't do that well anymore. You got to be more adjusting on the fly, which I'm okay with. But then I need to know what's the new thing that you want to see. You know, people said Terminator 2, or whatever it's called, Terminator 2D, right? That's great, but it's like a 2-hour game. That's not even something that's going to have longevity. If I buy it right now, it'll be one night stream, and that's really not a solution to anything. That's just a quick distraction, and then we're back to square one again, right? I want to know what stuff you guys want to see that it's going to last a few streams, that will be entertaining, you know? Reggie says you need to do 3 playthroughs to see all the missions, so the game's around 6 hours. Is that true about the Terminator game? It's around 6 hours long. People are just over-exaggerating. I know this is nonsense. Really, I love that people have these justifications. First thing they say is, well, people spent all their money on Christmas. They need to get paychecks again to afford to support a creator. Okay? Number one, no one's just talking about money. Distinctly, the last 3 streams I've done have had low attendance, low engagement, and low support. It hasn't just been, oh, low contributions. That's not what I said. I'm saying it's all 3 things are going hand in hand. So it's not, oh, people just can't afford to contribute. It's that people aren't even showing up and aren't engaging while also there's no supporting. You get it? That's just a bullshit excuse that you're hearing from people who want to try to falsely justify something. Okay? In addition, did you hear that every content creator literally has made no money since Christmas? You heard that, right? Like, everyone just had to stop streaming because no one has anything to support them with. No. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What's happening is certain things I'm doing aren't working. So let's adjust. Let's adjust so that the things that work, and things that don't. And let's adjust to things that to do things that will work. It's not a hard concept. It's just that I need to know what will work. I need to know what you will show up for and you will support. Okay? That's it. What do you want? Let me know. I'm open. My ears are open. RimWorld comes Wednesday. What else do you want? We already weren't going to do a Power Wash Sim 2 stream again this week anyway. All right? That's a given. We weren't going to do a second stream. But what else do you want? Because a stream with only 200 attendees on YouTube, making $60 of support, is not a successful stream. It's a failure, okay? Earlier today, I would argue Tainted Grail was kind of middle of the road. It wasn't a bad stream. I wish more people liked it because half the audience was saying they didn't like it. And last night for Mega Bonk, that was a failure because I think Mega Bonk got played out. I'll agree there. Mega Bonk got kind of repetitive and boring. Born. Okay. Damage up, yes. Don't really need this. I might as well use it, but I don't need it. I'm not gonna get much. Yeah, see, I got like nothing. Movement speed. Terrible. I haven't got anything good, man. Nothing good at all. And maybe we should have actually tapped out last time we played it, but we wanted to give it one more try, and that's fine, okay? But now it's time to move on to other stuff. Tomorrow, will people show up? Arc Raiders has been doing good. Arc Raiders has consistently been doing good with viewership and in support, right? So will it continue tomorrow? Are we going to see a fourth stream now where people are like, oh, you played too much Arc Raiders. Now that's played out. You know, tomorrow night, we're going to test Call of Duty again.
Have the hard point.
Sure, whatever you say. It worked on Christmas Eve. People liked it and came and actually did well in it because of my new setup. And it did well, so now I'm bringing it back for a night stream as a test. Is it gonna flop? You know? This is my God, I swear. People really are I know what it is you're trying to get my go when you say dumb shit like that. People don't know what you want if you don't have a goal. I guess people that say that are such simpletons that they just don't understand like common sense, right? Like, what is common sense? Common sense would be, I want a good amount of people who are on the stream watching it. I want a good amount of people who are interacting with the content and talking with me, talking about the content. And I want a good amount of people who will support the content with financial contributions as well. It's a balance. And the thing is, it doesn't always have to be the same. It doesn't have to be an arbitrary number of viewers, an arbitrary amount of people engaging, and an arbitrary amount of support. It could fluctuate. But I'm seeing 3 straight streams. Mega Bonk, Tainted Grail, now Power Wash. Everything is down. It's not just 1 out of 3. It's across the board. All 3 things are down. So that tells me I need to do other stuff. That's what it tells me. I'm trying to be as reasonable as possible and as transparent and straightforward and honest as possible. This is not rocket science. Take a look at the leaderboard right now. You ready? Top subs, 0. Didn't get a single sub tonight. Top kicks, 1 person gave kicks. Top memberships, 0. No one gave a membership tonight. Top super chat, Midnight 5000. There was 1 other person who did a significant super chat tonight. That was it. In fact, out of all the support tonight, it's like 2 people. Engagement, half the people here didn't talk, right? Even the regulars like Jayde barely talked to me tonight. That means the game was boring. That means people were legit bored and didn't really care to hang around and interact. So I got to move on, right? That's what it's saying to me. It's saying, listen, awful. Move on, do something different. Okay, let's do something. Tell me what? Let's try something. Let's try something different, right? This is dumb. Well, it's this simple. I played Blueprints this year, and Blueprints has some of the most insanely cryptic puzzles I've ever experienced in any video game in my life. Way more complex than this. The difference is you can figure out the solutions. Or with a simple guide online, you can figure out the solutions. In this case, the game does not provide enough guidance whatsoever to concretely solve the puzzle yourself. You would need to seek the help of online people who are also playing to figure it out. And I can understand that in Blueprints, which is a 60+ hour puzzle game, for a game that's only 5 to 6 hours long, this is not acceptable to me. They really screwed this up. And the solution does not explain the puzzle at all. It says left to right. Okay, I put it in left to right. Incorrect. I put it in right to left. Incorrect. I put it in with the numbers in one way. Incorrect. The other way. Incorrect. So obviously your puzzle's busted. You know? It's your puzzle is the problem, not me. At least the music is fun. Yeah, I mean, there's not much I can really do. There's not much I can really do about any of this. I'm maintaining positivity. I'm maintaining a positive attitude about the future. I want to keep thinking that things are going to stay good, but I need feedback on what you want if things don't work, right? I think what's happened is for a month, everything's been so positive that now we're starting to see things are kind of not working anymore. This is the first time it's like, oh, game's not working. Let's do something different. What are the criteria? Well, it's not just a goal anymore. It's not just, oh, I didn't hit a financial goal. It's people didn't show up. People didn't talk. People didn't engage and hang out and interact with me. And people didn't support. It's everything. So let's take that hand in hand and say, okay, let's move on. But what do you want? There's a million games. Is it Marvel Cosmic Invasion? Is it this Terminator game? Is it RimWorld? Is it one of the horror games that we wanted for 2-3 months and we're not playing? Is it something completely new that's viral and just came out and I'm not aware of? I don't know. What is it that you want? Do we change the times? Do we take Expedition 33 and do it from a day stream to a night stream? I don't know. This is what I want. I want this feedback. I guess this is what tomorrow is going to be. It's going to be a podcast where we talk about this and try to determine what to do moving forward, right? Okay? All right. All right, well, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed, regardless of the fact that it was, again, another slow stream, 3 in a row on all counts. I hope that you guys will still come by tomorrow. Let's talk on the podcast tomorrow. Let's brainstorm. Let's try to do things better, right? I don't know what else to say. We got to figure this out. Let's work on it together. Let's put our heads together and do what you want, rather than just keep playing till something dies. If you have a better idea of something to replace it. I think that's what most creators are doing today. They play a game like 2, 3, 4 times, and then they're on to the next, right? Very few creators are playing things long-term these days. It's like a couple weeks and then the popularity dies out and they're on to the next and on to the next. That's why when you have a game like Terminator that's 6 hours, they can play 3 streams. Well, okay, I did everything in 3 streams. Well, it didn't matter. Now you're on to the next viral hit. That's not something that we've done. It maybe has to be something that we do, that we adjust to now. That's a change for me. That's a change for you. That's a change for all the content here. But let's do that together then. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. All right, everyone, have a good night. I'll see you all in the morning. We'll talk about this on the podcast. We'll try to get to the bottom of it. And, I guess we'll figure it out together. That's what it is. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us working together to figure out exactly what is the perfect balance and what's going to work. Okay? I don't want to keep doing streams that are failing and people are like, oh, well, you see, it's doomsday. It's doom and gloom. It's not. But we just got to work together to figure it out. And we got to listen to the right people, not the toxic people, not the people who are trying to be controlling, not the people who are trying to, you know what I'm saying? People who are just trying to make the drama constantly. It's going to be about those of you who actually care about the content and want to be here for it. Okay? Okay. All right. Everyone, Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Fun podcast. And then Arc Raiders. And then Call of Duty. Let's make it a good day tomorrow. Let's have a good day of interactive, but also fun multiplayer content. Okay? All right. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Peace out. People want a Mad TV raid? Sure. Why not? Let's do it right now. Let's do a Mad TV raid. Sounds like a plan. Here we go. All right, here we go. Send you guys over. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Like I said, let's talk. Let's put our heads together for the podcast in the morning, and let's try to figure this out, okay? All right. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you in the AM. Peace out. Good night, everybody.